Hi, I'm Bryan Ballentine, certified financial planner and founder and president of Ballentine Capital Advisors. I want to take just a moment and introduce our firm to you. Our firm is a wealth management firm located in Greenville, South Carolina, and we work with retirees and folks who have monies to invest and plan for their wealth and their future. And predominantly our focus is on asset allocation and scientific means of helping them determine the best uses of their funds, both on an individual basis and for the small business owners in helping them with their 401ks and investment management for their retirement plans for their employees. By doing this, we take on a fiduciary role, which means we put our clients' interest ahead of our own. And so we like to say, as our clients prosper, we prosper, and as they suffer, we suffer. And I think there's a real difference in that in how a lot of folks work with brokers and sales folks out in the investment world. Well, I got started in the business back in 1999, working for American Express Financial Advisors at the time. Hired me as a financial advisor, and worked there for a number of years and decided to open my own firm and affiliated with what was Wachovia Securities. As you can see, many of those firms change, as many of you all know, and have been opening, have had my own business and own my own independent firm for a number of years. Well, what's different about the CFP is first you have to take a number of classes just to pass, but it's not just the classes. You have to take a cumulative exam, and I never will forget when I took that exam. I called my wife. It's a 2-day exam, and I said, I don't know if I passed this, but I'll tell you this, whoever passes it can't fake it. And so that's one key difference. But I think another difference is you have to have continual education, and you have to subscribe to some ethics requirements that other folks don't. And we have a big emphasis on disclosure and being fiduciary. Well, our process is they come in for an initial consultation. We usually spend 45 minutes to an hour getting to know one another, what their concerns are. And then after that, we scope out what might be a course of action through a retirement plan, setting goals, and how we would proceed. From there, we'll do some initial work, get back together, and then go over what that plan and analysis tells us about their investments, and review that plan and execute it. If a client's comfortable, we'll proceed. We'll have an agreed way that we'll work, and we'll have that in writing. So there's never any question about how we're being compensated, what our job is, what our function is. And then after that, what's most important is that we meet on a regular basis after that, that we don't just sell you something and forget about it. Because I find too often in our industry, I hear people come in and they say, yeah, somebody sold me something 5 years ago, and I haven't heard from them since. So our process is not just on the upfront portion, it's on a continual basis. So I often say we're kind of like your dentist. We usually get you on a rotation of every 6 months or more often if needed. The other thing we try to do through our process is communicate regularly through the web, through email, through a monthly newsletter, and through client educational events where we bring multiple clients together that have similarities, and we learn together. So that's our entire process of educating and serving the client. Probably the two biggest challenges, first one is investment behavior. Without a doubt, investors are their own worst enemies generally. And it doesn't have anything to do with intelligence. There's some very intelligent people that are fooled by their own emotions. We are emotional creatures, whether we think we are or not. And when the market bottomed March 9th of '09, it took tremendous discipline or coaching or guts to stick it out. And very few people would do that with the help of without the help of a trusted advisor. And I understand that and get that. So I always tell people, if there's one thing I've been put on this earth to do, it's to help people manage their behavior. In fact, I think I'm more of a behavior counselor when it comes to investments than I am an investment manager. Now, that doesn't mean we don't need to do a great job of investment management. I'm just saying that's actually easier than making sure people's emotions and behaviors are in check when the tough times come. So that's challenge number one. Challenge number two really feeds challenge number one. And challenge number two is the behemoth of the financial marketing industry that's out there that feeds people, quite frankly, a load of crap a lot of times. And what it is a sales pitch to buy products that the sizzle sounds good, but the steak's not so good. It sounds like bonuses being paid for things that cost nothing. There is no free lunch. There's nothing that has no cost. And if someone believes that, they're being sold something. So fighting that along with the emotions, if I could help people solve that, I think I've helped people do a lot of things. So those are the two biggest challenges I see out there. Well, I always say one of the things about my staff is different than, say, some of the large brokerage firms. The person that picks up the phone needs to be able to help you. And so that means that they have licenses and credentials. In fact, the person you're talking to probably has more licenses and credentials than a lot of people that have been in the business for 20 years. So it's important, if I'm going to serve at a different level, to have staff that's at a different level. So our staff has Series 7 licenses, insurance licenses, financial planning licenses, and so forth. And we can hopefully impress you with all of our initials and designations. We first want to impress you with our customer service and kindness and doing a good job and doing the right thing, because none of that matters if we don't do that. But I think that really sets us apart and has a standard that says, okay, we're not going to be Walmart, we're going to be a boutique firm, and we're going to offer specialized services, because at the end of the day, someone's turning over their $1 million life savings, $2 million life savings to us. They've got to know that it's handled, and that this is not a scenario where they can't trust or have confidence. There's competence in who's handling their situation, all the way down to the person who's scheduling just the follow-up review appointment. Well, I do what I do because I love helping people, and obviously I can support my family. That's obviously an important criteria with any job function, but helping people and making a difference. You know, someone comes in with, whether it's $400,000 or $4 million, they've got goals that they want to accomplish. They have fears that they have to alleviate. And if we can alleviate the fears of running out of money, which most people know is the most widespread fear in retirees, I think we've really given them peace of mind, and that is certainly satisfying for me to be able to know that I've helped change people's life. I always say I was only gifted by God with one gift, intellectually. I'm good with numbers and I'm good with financial matters. So you don't want me doing your brain surgery, and you don't want me doing a lot of other functions. But I think I'm pretty good at doing the math, and I think I'm good at relating to people and understanding their personal finances. So I think I love doing what I'm doing because it's the one gift I've been given, and I think I can help people.